5G phones are everywhere now, with the latest networking tech racing everything from Apple's iPhones even to some of the cheapest Android phones on the market. That means that as we march into 2021, there is already a great selection of 5G-capable phones worth considering, and very little reason not to buy a 5G phone. For a while 5G was really limited to high-end and flagship devices. That's no longer the case, with more and more mid-range and even budget handsets now supporting faster networking. In this article we're focusing on mid-range and flagship phones, but be sure to check out our guide to cheap 5G phones if your budget is a bit lower but you still want to future-proof your next phone. It took Apple a little while longer to roll out 5G technology, but it was well worth the wait. Sporting an Apple-designed 5G modem and support for 5G bands around the world, the iPhone 12 is the best iPhone for those that want super-fast connectivity and all the benefits that come along with it. It's not just 5G that makes the iPhone 12 great though, it features an industrial design reminiscent of the iPhone 5 and it features Apple's latest and greatest A14 Bionic chipset at its heart, offering incredible performance across the board. There are also improvements to the camera setup and, importantly, it sports the same 6.1 inches Super Retina XDR display as the iPhone 12 Pro, a first for a non-Pro iPhone. If the standard iPhone 12 is too big for your tastes, we'd also recommend the 5G-enabled iPhone 12 mini, which offers the same features in a smaller form factor. After 2020's disappointing Galaxy S20 Ultra, Samsung has finally earned the name with a follow-up that delivers almost everything you could want from a 5G Android flagship, admittedly at a price that only a few can afford, and in a form factor that will simply be too big for some. The camera is now probably the best in any phone, with a 108MP main shooter backed up by an ultra-wide and two telephoto lenses at different zoom levels. The expansive 6.8 inches display delivers both high WQHD plus resolution and adaptive refresh rate up to 120Hz, and with new S Pen stylus support it comfortably fills the productivity niche of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 2.
Cause I can't see you anywhere. Cause I don't wanna know, I swear I should go, no, I don't wanna let you down. You just wanna know how far I will go, cause you know I will stay around.
The Oppo Find X3 Pro is a phenomenal phone by any measure. The 6.7 inches 10-bit 120Hz QHD Plus panel is one of the best displays in any phone right now, and Oppo backs it up with 65 watts wired and 30 watts wireless charging, a 4500 mAh battery, and a top-tier camera that boasts 50MP sensors on both the main and ultra-wide lenses. You'll have to live without a periscopic zoom lens. The telephoto here is a measly 2x zoom, but Oppo instead includes a novel micro-lens camera capable of microscopic super close-ups. That's not the only oddity, as the design itself is utterly unique thanks to a seamlessly sloped camera module built right into the glass of the phone's body. For pure performance, the Find X3 Pro is also hard to beat, with all of the above plus a Snapdragon 888 chip, 512GB storage and 12GB RAM. You just have to be willing to pay the price, as it doesn't come cheap. Samsung takes the same balancing act that it struck with last year's Galaxy S20 and updates the hardware. As a result, you get strong performance, a fresh new design, better battery life, the latest Android 11, dressed in Samsung's own One UI 3.1, at launch, and integrated 5G. Best of all this comes in a more affordable package than its predecessor, though if you're happy to spend a little more, there's always the larger S21 Plus. The Asus ROG Phone 5 offers one of the best mobile gaming experiences around, complete with built-in triggers, a gorgeous 144Hz AMOLED display with impressive touch response times, impressive audio chops and incredible power under the hood in the form of the Snapdragon 888 and up to 16GB of RAM. There are plenty of accessories available, from the Switch-like Kunai 5 controllers to the Aeroactive Cooler 5 to keep your phone cool during extended gameplay sessions. The software is top-notch too, offering granular per-game performance tweaks alongside system-wide performance modes. However, while the large display means it's great for gaming, some may find it too tall to use effectively one-handed. Plus, at 238 grams, it's much heavier than most flagships in 2021, and it's noticeable when you pick it up too.
Just like the sunrise, you know that we're gonna let it away tonight. We're gonna let it away tonight. We're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out, can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt.
The Xiaomi Mi 11 is a rock-solid performer thanks to the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset with integrated 5G at its heart, which comes paired with 8GB RAM and plenty of storage. Throw in a WQHD plus 120Hz AMOLED display, quad curved, no less, 108MP rear camera, and 55 watts fast charging paired with 50 watts wireless charging, and you can see that the Mi 11 won't be beaten for specs at its price. There are minor downsides: you won't get an IP rating, there's no telephoto camera, and Xiaomi's MIUI software still has room for improvement. But if pure performance is what you're looking for, then look no further. There's also the more expensive Mi 11 Ultra, which upgrades to faster charging and a more powerful camera, but is much bigger, or the Mi 11 Lite 5G, which is about half the price and at the time of writing is the thinnest 5G phone you can buy. Google's first 5G flagship walks a different path to its predecessors, showcasing Android 11 to the best of its abilities but also shedding the more experimental features of previous generations and opting for more conservative hardware at the same time. Its clean design and user experience are supported by a set of superb, and now more feature-rich, cameras, as well as an incredibly compact design and battery life that's actually usable.
Like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not.
The Vivo X60 Pro delivers 5G courtesy of the Snapdragon 870 processor at its heart, not the latest and greatest, but more than enough for most. It also offers 12GB RAM and 256GB storage, a 120Hz refresh rate AMOLED display, and a phenomenal triple camera led by a 48MP f/1.5 gimbal stabilized main lens. It's the design that really makes the phone. 7.6mm thin and only weighing 177 grams, this is one of the lightest and thinnest 5G phones around, especially considering it still offers a generous 6.56 inches display. The frosted glass finish is beautiful and feels great too, available in either shimmer blue, pictured, or a more restrained black. There's no wireless charging, nor an official IP water resistance rating, but if you don't mind those emissions, then the X60 Pro is well worth a look.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. Fly away to the sky, shining bright like a sunshine, dreaming high like the stars, dancing through with the clouds. And everything we search a meaning, every cloud has silver lining, as long as you are still breathing.
The Realm GT is the 2021 flagship killer that the OnePlus 9 should have been. Top specs: a Snapdragon 888 5G, 65 watts charging, and 120Hz AMOLED display, are encased in a phenomenal yellow vegan leather racing stripe design. Skip the two boring glass models, that ensures the Realm GT looks as fast as it is. You won't get wireless charging or a waterproof rating, and the camera is a little basic, but for performance per pound there's none better right now.
Fly away to the sky, shining bright like a sunshine, dreaming high like the stars, dancing through with the clouds. And everything we search a meaning, every cloud has silver lining, as long as you are still breathing. Don't waste your time, keep fighting, even if you drift and fall. Look down, mountain still stand tall. Believe yourself and keep on running. Don't look back, stay dreaming.
OnePlus's second proper NOR phone is a worthy follow-up, powered by a custom version of MediaTek's 5G-capable Dimensity 1200 chipset. The NOR 2 also totes a 90Hz AMOLED display, a great primary 50MP main camera, and nippy 65 watts fast charging. Software-wise, the company's Oxygen OS user experience is also a major highlight, bringing responsive interactivity and a clean interface to the table that lends itself to the phone's powerful, premium feel. OnePlus has also recently launched the Nord CE 5G, which takes most of these great specs but wraps them in a plastic body, with a few other key downgrades elsewhere. Overall, we prefer the Nord 2, but the CE 5G is well worth a look if you're on a tighter budget.
I'm drowning my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.